Hey everyone, what is going on? It's Wilson and I'm back with another video. In this video, I kind of want to go over how you identify unusual option activity and what it does, how to trade it, well, at least my strategy for trading it, and what it can be used to help you find like the next hot chick of the day or in the future. So when it comes to options, um, that means that usually when you see a lot of option activity, it means that these big fund managers are placing some heavy bets that this certain um, stock will go a certain way, right? So basically, I use it as a way to kind of identify what type of trend is happening. So it acts to me like a scanner, and I use it to see. Most of the time is these big names, right? Like these large caps, like Apple, as you can see right here on the list. You see Amazon, you see Tesla. These are more like bigger, larger market cap type of stocks that usually follows a certain trend. And stock trading is all about supply and demand, right? So when there's a lot of demand, when there's a lot of people buying, the price will go up. When there's a lot of people selling, it's going to tumble. And this is based off of news catalysts, or sometimes it's just a pure technical breakout. But the thing with trading large cap versus small caps is that these stocks tend to be more stable, right? So your risk are lower when you're looking to go a certain way, but your gains are also a lot lower as well. So what I like to do when I look at unusual activity is the first thing I like to do is to see what type of stocks or tickers are actually trending right now. Basically, all these stuff with really high option activities means that it's going towards a certain direction. So there's momentum. And if there's no momentum in the stock, I don't like to touch it, right? I don't want to get in a position and be stuck in there when the stock just never moves, right? So I don't like to use this as an indicator for day trading. So I don't want to just do like a 1 day trade. What I like to do with this activity is help me identify what's the next trend for, let's say, this whole entire week. So more of like a short term swing trade, not a long term investment, but just like a short term swing trade, and not like a day trade where I'm just trading on a day to day. When it comes to day trade, I like trading small caps because that's where the momentum goes, and that's easier to kind of manage your risk. So if you want to find these unusual activity, all you have to do is go to bar chart, go under options, and click under unusual activity. And the first thing I like to do is I like to filter by going to volume. So if you just click on it, it should be able to help you filter it out based on the top ones first. So as we can tell right now, today, as of today, Apple actually rallied a little bit. It hit its new highs. So there you go. You see a lot of people doing the calls. You see people, the expiration date for it. That means like people are betting that it's going to go for towards the end of the day, since today is the Friday. But you can also see that there are a lot of call options for the week after. And this is the price. So this is the how much it will cost for you to buy right now. And for me, at this point, if I was looking at this right now, I see that hey, there's a lot of volume on the call side for Apple for both today as well as next week. So that means there's a lot of demand, and this is something that gives me a little bit more edge, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe this is a more safer bet. Doesn't matter on what the news is and stuff like that, but it should be able to help me determine what are the next steps. What's the volume? So I see that there's a lot of demand for this. We even see the ones like right here. We see people buying puts, but it's not as much as the call demand, right? So there's way more calls and more demand than the supply. And from here, what I like to do is I like to say, okay, here's Apple. So maybe I can place a bet for next week's expiration, or maybe 2 weeks down the line. And that gives me a more probability that this stock will actually go up rather than go down during these timelines, because funds are betting on it, and as well as retail traders. So unusual activity isn't too complicated. It's just a good way for you to find tickers if you're kind of lost, and I use it as a way to kind of see how the market is going. What stocks are actually hot right now? Like you see, AMD's been pretty hot for the last week. Neo is one of these medium plays, but then we see it on the radar right now, right? Because of this unusual activity, it means people are buying. So of course, AMC, all these meme stocks and stuff like that is going upwards. So that's something I look at, and I see like Alibaba looks like is trying to rebound, and all these stuff. What I do is I take these tickers, I plug into Thinkorswim or something like that to see the chart. How has it been the last 5 days? Has it been on a higher low upward trend? And then I make my decision from there. But this is pretty much how you do it. You can also, if you're looking for a specific type of call, you can type it in right here. Just type in like Apple or something like that, and you can even narrow it down to expiration dates and stuff like that. And uh, I don't trade ETFs, but of course you can look under ETFs and other options as well. So that's just a really quick video on how you can kind of determine what the trend is, or what stocks are trending and what people are buying or what they're selling. And this is a great way to say, like, if you want to get into a quick momentum trade. Personally, again, I don't use this for day trading. I use it for more of like a short-term swing trade, like 1 week or 2 week call options if I were to play options. And it's just a great way for me to make some short-term gains off this and have a better edge when it comes to researching for stocks. Well, I hope this video helped and helped you clarify my strategy as well as how to identify it. If you're interested in watching more of these videos, just subscribe and hit the thumbs up. You can always follow me on Twitter at Wilson the Trader.